Okay, right. Yesterday I explained about the comments. Today I am going to explain you what are the data types available in C language. What are the data types? Data types. Before going to explain what is the data type, I will give a small example to you in the table. Here, serial number, data type, size, and examples. My dear friends, A is a letter, B is a letter, C is a letter. All these are called alphabets, am I right? These alphabets are called as characters. Actually, these are the alphabets. But in C language, we have to call them as characters. Numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, 100, 200, 300. All these are called numbers. In C language, we call them as integers. While writing, we need to write just int. These are the integers. These are the characters. In between 0 and 1, we have so many numbers, 0.1, 0.25, 1.45, like that. So these are the numbers. Those are having decimal points. Those are called floating point numbers. Those are called floating point numbers, floats. Same values we can say as a double also. You may get confusion. Sorry, actually 0.1 you said it is float. Again you are saying 0.1 it is double. Either it one float or double. One should be correct. Both should not be correct. So what is the difference between float and double means? Float also contains decimal point. Double also contains decimal point. Now what is the difference? There is a small difference between float and double. I am writing float result equal to 100 by 3. 100 by 3. I am writing double result equal to 100 by 3. What is the result of 100 by 3, friends? That is equal to 33.333 and so on. What is the result of this one? It is also 33.333 and so on. Whenever you say float, it maintains only 6 precisions. Precisions means the digits after dot. The digits after dot symbol, these are called precisions. So in float, we have only 6 precisions. In double, we can have up to 10 precisions. So if you want less than or equal to 6 precisions, then you can use float. If you want greater than 6 and less than 10 precisions, then you can use double. More number of precisions means more accuracy. If you want more accuracy, then go for double. If you want less accuracy, then go for float. That is the difference between float and double. These are the 4 types of data types we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. My dear friends, whenever you save the data in computer memory, it will occupy some space. That space is called size. That is called size. The character, whenever you store a letter in computer memory, it occupies 1 byte of memory. 1 byte of memory. Whenever you store a number in computer memory, it occupies 4 bytes of memory. Whenever you store a floating point number in computer memory, it also occupies same 4 bytes of memory. Whenever you store double, then you take 8, it will occupy 8 bytes of memory. 8 bytes of memory. Now I will give a small difference between float and double once again. Float, rate equal to 10 rupees 50 paisa. Double rate equal to same 10 rupees 50 paisa. Which one is better? Float rate equal to better, double rate equal to better. Which one is better? Here, float it is better. Why? Because whenever you say float, computer will allocate only 4 bytes of memory. Whenever you say double, then computer allocate 8 bytes of memory. Here you are wasting 4 bytes of memory. To store this one, just 4 bytes is enough. But you are allotting 8 bytes of memory. So it is the wastage of memory. In this occasion, float is very, very necessary. Double is not required. So where we required less than or equal to 6 precisions, then use float. More than or equal to 6 precisions you required, then you go for double. That is the difference between float and double. So I will give the note here. What is the difference? Float maintains up to 6 precisions. Precision. Right. Whereas double maintains up to 10 precisions. 10 precisions. This one you have to understand. So example for float and double, this one. Now friends, what is data type? What is the meaning of data type? The data type is nothing but, actually these are the keywords. What is the meaning of keyword? Means the name which was already defined. That is called keyword. Suppose I am going to establish a company in my hometown. Can I name it as Google? Can I name it as Microsoft? No. Why? Those names are very popular and already there, exist in market. You can use your own name, new name, but you cannot use those names. Why? Because they take the patent rights. In the same manner, these are the reserved words. These are having the specific meaning. Those are called keywords. So these are the keywords. Simply keyword is nothing but a name already defined in computer. It is used to describe, means explain about type of data. What type of data you are going to deal? That a type of data you can specify by using the data types. In C language, how many data types are there? C supports 4 types of data types. 4 types of data types we have. Each data type has the specific size. Each data type has a specific size. Specific size. It is about the data types. Data types are the names already defined in computer. Those are called keywords. Data types are used to explain about the type of data. In C language, we have 4 types of data types. For each data type, we have a specific size. What are the data types available in C language? Character, integer, float, double. Alphabets are called as characters. Round numbers are called as integers. Floating point numbers are called as float or double. Right? Friends, note on this. Friends, note it down. Friends, I already told you these are the free demo classes. Actually, it is the 3rd free demo class. After completion of free demo classes, I will create a WhatsApp group to you and I will send this material every day to you. after completion of free demo classes, you need not to write every day. 1 hour, full hour, I will take the class. After that, I will send this material to you through WhatsApp group. At leisure time, you can note it down, or you can take a printout also, no problem at all. Up to that, you need to note down. Friends, if you have any doubt, don't hesitate to ask. Can I scroll down? Friends, if it is completed, please ping a message. Okay, right. Now I am going to explain you the topic of variables. What is variable? Friends, whenever you are going to college, you will take a water bottle. Water bottle. You will take a lunch box. Lunch box. You will take a college bag. What are these three? Actually, these three are nothing but the containers. What are those? Containers. What is the use of this container? It is used to store the water. What is the use of this container? It is used to store the meal. What is the use of this container? It is used to store the books. So to store something, we require containers. Am I right? That container is called as variable. So what is a variable? Variable is a container. It is a container just like as college bag. In this container, what you can store? You can store the data. It is used to store the data. So these are created inside the computer memory. Where we can store the data in computer? Inside the memory. So variables are created in computer memory. Variables always created in computer memory. I will give small example here. I am opening a paintbrush. Think it is computer memory. It is a memory. Right. It is computer memory. I want to store a roll number. To store the roll number, I need a container. I want to store the student name. To store the student name, I need one more container. I want to store the average marks. To store the average marks, I need one more container. So in a container, we can store only one value. In one variable, we cannot store multiple values. So what is this? It can store how many values? It can store only one value. Suppose I am going to store the value 501 is the roll number. Student name is Anand. Average marks are 98.5. So I am storing 501 in this container. I am storing Anand in second container. I am storing 98.5 in third container. So in my participants list, I can see the name Divya, the name Harsha, the name Neha, the name Nikita, Purnasai. Why you are having names? The names are used to identify the persons. So every person will have one name. Am I right? In the same manner, every container must have a name. So it is called 501 is called roll number. So name it as roll number. Anand, it is called student name. So name it as student name. 98.5 it is called average marks. So name it as average marks. So you need to name each variable. So variable must have a name. Variable must have a name. So what is the next point? It must be identified. It must be identified by a name. It must be identified by a name. That is called variable. Why it is called variable means it can allow to change its value. Change is nothing but variation. It allow to change. What is the another meaning of change? It is nothing but variation. Variation is nothing but vary. It allow to vary its value. So it is called variable. It is called variable. It is called variable. So this is about the variables. So to store the data, you have to create the variables. That one you have to understand, right? So example, this is the example diagram for that. Right. Now, how to create this variable? How to create? Creation. It is also called as declaration. Declaration is the technical terminology. Creation is the general terminology. Declaration of variable. How to declare a variable? So to create this variable, we need to write some code. No, that's what I am asking. So here, what are the variables you created? What are the names of the variables? One is roll number. Second one is student name. Third one is average marks. Average marks. Right? So inside the roll number, what you are storing? 501. What is the data type of 501? 501 is nothing but a number. Number is called as integer. Number is called as integer. In yes name, what you stored? You stored Anand. Anand is nothing but a group of characters. So character. How many characters? It contains 5 characters. So of 5. Like that we have to store. Average marks. Inside the average marks, you have 98.5. 98.5 is nothing but float. Float average marks. In this way, you have to create the variables. Whenever you say integer roll number, then computer will create a container. Its size is integer means 4 bytes, no? So its size is 4 bytes. With the 4 bytes space, a container will be created and named it as roll number. Here, character means only 1 byte. How many characters? 5 characters. 1 into 5 equal to how much? 5. Computer allocate 5 bytes of memory and named it as S name. Here, float means 4 bytes. Computer allocate 4 bytes memory to this variable and named it as average marks. Average marks. So in this way, you can create the variables. So these are nothing but the examples. Examples. Now, syntax. What is the meaning of syntax means? How to use, that is called syntax. What you have to write here? First, you need to specify the integer, character, float. What are those? Those are called data types. Data types. First, you need to specify the data type. After that, you need to specify the name of the variable. Variable name. Variable name you have to specify. Variable name you have to specify. So in this way, you can create the containers. See, my dear friends, if you want to store the data, you have to create a container. That container is called as variable. How to create the container? It is very, very important. Why? Because in any program, you have to create the variables. Without creating variables, you cannot solve any problem. So here I created 3 variables. One is roll number. Second one is S name. Third one is average marks. One is roll number. Second one is S name. Third one is average marks. Roll number means 501, 502, 503 like that. So those are called round numbers. Round numbers are called as integers. Whenever you say integer roll number, then what happens? What is the size of integer? Its size is 4 bytes. So computer allocate 4 bytes of memory to a container and named it as roll number like this. Character. The size of the character is only 1 byte. How many characters you have? 5 characters. Here we have 5 characters. A-N-D. 5 letters we have. So it allot 5 bytes of memory. Character means 1 byte. 5 characters means 5 bytes. It allot 5 bytes memory and named it as S name like this. Float. Whenever you say float, it allocate 4 bytes of memory and named it as average marks like this. So how to create a variable? With the help of data type, with the help of variable name, you can create the variables. So variable can be created with the help of data type and variable name, data type and variable, right? It is about the variable and variable creation. Friends, note down this. Note it down. Friends, C language is very important programming language. So you should be very clear and you should be master in the C language. Then only you can learn Java, you can learn Python, you can learn data structures. Any other programming language you can learn very easily. It is the basic. So don't leave the class with doubts. Whatever the doubts you have, last 4 or 5 minutes I will dedicated to doubts. So ask the doubts at the time, or you can ask the doubt at right time. Now you are getting the doubt. Okay, unmute your mic and speak out, no problem. Need not to wait until the last. You can ask your doubt at any time. Can I scroll down? Purna Sai. It is online class actually. Okay. Every day I will type the program. I will compile the program. I will run the program. You will get full clarity. No problem at all. You have to practice at home. If you have any doubt, you can post a message in WhatsApp group. Then I will give you the clarity. Right? That is the thing you have to do. Thank you. Thank you, Purna Sai.
Sir, what a syntax?
I will explain. 1 minute. Wait a minute. I will explain. I will clear your doubts. Amma, whenever you go to doctor, he will write some prescription. Am I right? He write Tuscu syrup. After writing the Tuscu syrup, he will write like this. What is the meaning of this one? You have to
You
have
have to
the syrup
use it
at
twice.
morning and evening. Yes. Suppose you write, he write like this. He mentioned like this. What is the meaning of this one?
Only once.
Only once, that is at afternoon session. Clear? It is indicating how to use the tablet. Am I right? The symbol indicate how to use. This syntax indicate how to use. The technical terminology, how to use, it is equal to syntax. Clear? Clear, friends?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. After completion of writing, tell me.
Sir,
Amma,
for character name, we have to multiply with 1.
character means only 1 byte. We have only character data type. Actually, see, R is a character. A is a character. M is a character. A is a character. When you group them, it becomes Rama. Am I right? It is nothing but a string. What is that? String. But in C language, we don't have string data type. So how to write that? Character, student name. How many letters you want to store? I want to store 100 letters. Like that you have to write. Clear? So character means 1 byte. 100 characters means 100 bytes. Computer will allocate 100 bytes memory to this variable and named it as S name. Clear? Clear? Right. Right, Divya. Kishore, Tanish, are you getting? Tanish responded. Thank you, Tanish. Can I go to next? Ma, can I go to next one? Right. Now, here roll number is the name of the variable. Student name is the name of the variable. Average marks is the name of the variable. While naming the variables, we need to follow some rules and regulations. Those are called scope rules of variables. Scope rules of variables. Scope rules of variables. What are the scope rules of variables we have? I will explain a table. With that, you can understand how to create the variable, how not to create the variables. Valid variable names. Invalid variable name. I want to create two numbers. I want to create two variables to store two numbers. I am naming number 1, number 2. These two are valid. But if you create a variable like this, first number, second number, these two are invalid. Why? Why these are valid? Why these are invalid means the name should always begins with alphabet or underscore. You have to start the name of any variable with alphabet or underscore also you can follow. You can, it's okay. First number, it is wrong. Why? Because it begins with a digit. If you put underscore, then it is right. So the name should begin with alphabet or underscore. That is the rule number 1. What is the first rule? Variable name must begins with an alphabet or underscore. Friends, am I audible? Divya, am I audible? Harsha, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma. Thank you. There is a power cut. That's why I lost the Wi-Fi. Right. So the variable name should begin with alphabet or with underscore. With underscore. Now the second one. Even number, it is wrong. Why? Because it has the space. You should not give any space between variables. So it doesn't allow the space. It doesn't allow the space. Second rule, don't give space in name. Third one, it should not be a keyword. Character, integer, float, like that you cannot use. Why? Because these are the keywords. These are the names already defined in computer. These are having a specific meaning. So it should not be a keyword. Keyword you use as variable name. Next one, even plus sum, it is wrong. Because if you want to use any symbol, you have to use only underscore. Even sum, you can write like this. It is valid, but it is invalid. Why? Because you cannot use any special symbol except underscore. It does not allow special symbol except underscore. Except underscore. The length of the name should not exceed 32 letters. Length should not exceed 32 letters. 32 letters. What about the scope rules of variables? These are the valid, these are the invalid. Note this, my dear friends. Friends, note this. Right, friends. If it is completed, if you have any doubt, otherwise wind up the session. If you have any doubt in today's class, you can ask. Otherwise, I will wind up the session. Today's class is completed. Any doubt? Sure, are you getting? Right. Thank you, friends. Good night.